Alright, hey, what's up everyone? I'm back. What is this emote? It's fire bombs. Alright, so, time for some more goblins, as you might expect. What is new with goblins? Not so much, honestly. I've been doing pretty well lately. We 4-1'd last league, and honestly could have 5-0'd if I just paid a little bit more attention. And if you watched Jarvis use stream with the deck, that was another 3-2 that could have been a 4-1 or a 5-0 with slightly different play. So I think Goblins is just in the spot where if you fuck up, you get really punished, but if you play well, you can do really well. Obviously, that's not super conducive to streaming, or for my part, online play at all, because I tend to play worse online. At least I feel like I have worse reads and stuff. But the only change we're trying today, again, I'm trying to keep things very consistent so I get a good sense of how this particular deck list works. I'm trying the Bone Crusher in the side and staying at 60 cards main for the little extra bit of consistency. You know, like I know I'm on 61 a lot of the time, but I just want to go back to 60 for a little bit and see if it's worth the loss of the extra tool. You know, it's good. I think it's good to go back and, you know, reevaluate why you may have made a particular choice. And I think the sideboard has wide enough coverage that I don't feel the need to have, like the third red blast is what I cut to fit the Bone Crusher in the sideboard. And while Reb is amazingly good, there aren't that many matchups where you actually want all three. I realized this kind of while doing my sideboard guide for the Patreon, which you should sign up for, by the way. We've got, I think, 9 or 10 people on that so far, and I've heard good feedback so far. People seem to think it's really helpful, so that's awesome. So we're continuing to go ahead and grind with goblins. There are no goblins on the plane of Theros, so not expecting to see anything out of that set for us, which is fine. That's changes today. We're trying going to 60 cards and putting Bone Crusher in the side, trimming a Red Blast. The snow decks, the blue snow decks seem to be kind of underplayed, and they're good matchups anyway. And Bone Crusher is good in most of those matchups anyway as well. So I feel like it's kind of a wash and I get a slightly more consistent main deck. We'll see. You know, there will be, if I run a Sneak and Show, I'll be really sad to not have all 3 Red Blasts. That's going to be the main thing. Yeah, we're just going to hop in. Everything else has been very, very good. Hope we don't run into Bahara playing Elementals. Matchup's probably fine, but I don't want to play against Bahara. Long day. Long day. One of these, huh? I think this guy plays lands. It's gonna be so much better on the play. I think we can keep it though. It's rough against a Tabernacle, just because we have no lands, but no Wasteland. But we do have Vile Double Lackey, which can go a long way. And if he's playing a different deck, then I think it is lands. Exploration, yep, alright. That's scary. Alright, basic is nice. I think we play the Vial here, and then next turn double Lackey will hopefully allow one of them to get through. Library. Port. Blast Zone. Ugh, Blast Zone's a nightmare scenario. Blast Zone is the actual worst. Need a Wasteland for that. At least we're drawing basic lands. So I think, I mean, if he's blast zoning me, then he's not doing anything else on his turn. So I think I just pass here. Telegraph the least amount of information. The natural blast zone's really obnoxious though. Arguably I should play the lackey there, but then there might just be like 100% to wow, okay. Opponent kind of has the nuts. See if they let me tick up the vial to 2. They do. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Would be a pretty huge difference if we were on the play, huh? Natural Blast Zone, Natural Tabernacle with the exploration. Okay. Bayou. Okay, so they've got black in their deck. Alright, so they're popping zone here. They lose their exploration though, at least. Wow, 67 thanks to the follow. Alright. So obviously we're not paying Echo. I will pay for the Creator Maker. Pay for token. Not pay for that. Ah. Rough draw. Yeah, Wasteland's best draw by far. Kind of weird they didn't port me. We're on 60 today, Jarvis. Just for you. So they found a loam. This is going to be tough. But the fact they lost their exploration is pretty relevant. Not pay for token. pay for Creator Maker. Not gonna pay for that. I guess they might just port me now. Wasteland, please. Alright, that's a good draw. Yeah. It's getting very different on the play. We kept a one-lander. It's a little odd to do it then. Jeez. I guess we'll maze check him once. Okay. So they can cast Loam, play Blast Zone, activate it, but then they can no longer port me. Okay, I'm dead. Yep. I think lands is good ever since Slangang got printed. But obviously not showing up there. If it was just the 4 Wastelands, yeah. Like, there's a lot going on in this matchup. We've got a lot of graveyard hate post board, and we've got more answers to Dark Depths and their permanents. Yeah, it's very close. It's very, very close. So I like ley lines and stuff. I mean, I don't like ley lines because they're really awkward. All right, so we trim some removal, but we do have to keep some of it in because of Tracker and Elvish Reclaimer. So we saw black in their decks. They're probably playing Abrupt Decay. I honestly don't hate Bone Crusher just as a thing that's really good against Punishing Fire, and it gets through like a Glacial Chasm lock. I think that's probably better than an Expert. Yeah, this is probably fine. Obviously, we're really hoping we have a Leyline opener with, you know, a reasonable backup. Trim Ringleaders because we're bringing in, what, 7 cards? 8 cards, so our Ringleader is going to be terrible, and also 4 mana is a lot. So, if they're playing Abrupt Decay, Vile's even less likely to stick around for a long time. Oh no, this is 61. Oh man, by habit. That's funny. Alright, this hand's fine though. Got a Vial, Pithy Needle, Wasteland. At least one basic. We don't have our Ley Line, which is annoying, but... Mulligans. Loam. There's Decay. Alright. Critter Maker. Okay. I think I'm running out War Marshal here. I want to next turn probably Crater Maker the Mox. I'm running out Cavern rather than Badlands because I think Badlands is just strictly better than Cavern in this matchup. Gamble, probably for Loam. Discard Stage. Passing. That's interesting. All right. Ooh, Vial. I still don't want to expose my Wasteland. And I do want the mana advantage, so I'm going to take out the Mox. Off. Sure. We're down a game against lands in round 1. Probably Loam here. Yep, Grove Stage. Wasteland. Okay, so the hand's Grove Stage. Hasties. This is interesting. Yeah, 4/3 for 3 seems pretty reasonable. So the hand is Stage, Grove. Play the Grove. Isn't that kind of dangerous? If I draw a second Wasteland, I can just kind of lock him out. Report. I wonder what they're gambling for. Maybe exploration? That seems really sketchy with that few cards in hand. Maybe they gambled for Tabernacle? let's needle stage, I guess. And then just sandbag the second one. Do I want to wasteland them? So their hand is whatever they gambled for plus I don't think I know another card because I knew Stage and Grove. I think I hold the Wasteland here. Maybe just see if they dredge Loam first. All right. All right. I think I'm still not wastelanding. I'm gonna die to this Bone Crusher Giant before, you know, I feel like anything else happens. Loam, get back, Wasteland, Peatland, Field. Wow, they gambled for an exploration from that, from 2 cards in hand. That's so greedy. Okay. Punished, I guess. Okay. With 2 cards in hand, Jarvis? Isn't that like real sketch? Oh, that was a brutal draw. For them. That was great for me. Oh, maybe we should have needled Wasteland. Because this port sticking around could be really good. I might save the needle for like a Maze of Ith or something though. So they just die if they tap this. Yeah, we got him. All right. Anything I want to change based on what I saw there? Not really. We didn't see any of the creatures. Bone Crusher was great. We want to trim a card to go to 60, right? Increases our chances of seeing our ley line. We can probably Shave Jump Home Incinerator. We saw Field of the Dead. Let me do this. Come on, Leyline. Oh, man. Alright, well, this doesn't have any hate per se, but we got a Vial, like Heap 7. Yeah, I hate Leyline a lot. Especially in this matchup. Because if you don't have it in your opener, he's got those 3 dead cards, and you only have 1 piece of Grave Hate to draw into. I would much rather have Surgical or more Tormods or Relic. Seems maniacal to throw this hand back. We have Vial into Port Wasteland, Sling Gang, which is like one of our best cards. So, just sucks that we have these ley lines in our deck. The win condition is here. Gamble. Okay. Discard Maze. Play land loam. No, okay. Ooh, second Wasteland's really good. I think I want to save my Wastelands. I could get 20/20 next turn. No, unlikely. Really unlikely. I'm gonna just play the port. Do I just Bone Crusher their face? Probably not. I think I'd rather Vial it in because it fits the Vial curve. Sylvan Library is pretty scary. Taking no damage from it though, which is interesting. There's Loam. Decay. Interesting. Huh. Should I just Wasteland their Grove? They didn't play a land last turn. It's a little sketchy because they have a Sylvan Library in play, so. Ah. Alright, Matron's pretty good. Pile Driver or Bone Crusher. I just run out the Pile Driver here. Well, yeah. They're really conservative with this Sylvan Library. Loam, P-Fire. Sure. That's nice. I think I just run out the Bone Crusher again. Bone Crusher Stompy. Drop of honey. Okay. Yep, that's what I mean. So, the question is, am I trying to power through the drop of honey, or do I just trade the 1-for-1 here? I feel like 4 damage is worth sacking the matron for. Yeah, I mean, they kill the Sling Gang if that happens, which is like kind of a bummer. And here, this might actually be a ringleader. Alternatively, I get like a Mugwort Marshal and just like absorb drop of honeys for forever. Because this kills least power, right? Yeah. I could get Crater Maker, kill the Mox. Their mana's obviously in rough shape. I think Ringleader makes a lot of sense here. I lose the Matron, then a Ringleader attack for 6. Hopefully draw some Goblins. Yeah, I think Ringleader. And the question is, do I want to play out any lands this turn? Kind of a waste of a Wasteland and a Black Source. Like if I run out either of them and then they get Wastelanded. It's maybe too cute, but we'll see. Oh, okay. That's fine. Stage. Ooh. I can take him down to 1 land. Waste you, Crater Maker your Mox. That seems pretty good. Yeah, managed 9 lands. Especially a 3-color build. Yeah, Field of the Dead. Pretty okay with me. Oh my god. Let's conserve our Black Source still. And Ringleader here. Hey, it's going alright. Oh, we hit 3. Sick. That was great. Sure. I think I'm okay with that. Cool. I think I go Lackey War Marshal here. And then I think if I pay Echo, they're dead. Like he puts in Sling Gang, cast War Marshal, drain them for 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. 10, 11, 12, maybe more than that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We can just drain them out from there. Tabernacle. Alright. That changes the math a little bit, but they're probably still dead. Let's pay for 4 creatures here. Pay here. Or pay for 3 creatures, because we're not going to pay for the original War Marshal. If I waste the Tabernacle now, I could have Crop Rot for, I don't know, they might get like Grove or Maze. I don't know. Okay, no Crop Rot, they're dead here, I think. That's a nice little insurance policy. I should have cast the War Marshal pre-combat, technically. Got him. Sweet. Even though we drew the ley line. So the mana denial strategy really worked out. I feel like my opponent needed to start taking some damage off their Sylvan Library because they evidently did not have very good cards on top of their deck. Like they just kind of cast a bunch of essentially 1-for-1 2-mana removal. Like the Drop of Honey traded with the Bone Crusher after they took 4 damage. The Punishing Fire killed a Matron. The other Punishing Fire killed a Pile Driver. The Erupt Decay killed my Vial. I did draw 3 Wastelands, which is really good, obviously. But the last one was ultimately redundant. So we really only needed 2. The Cratermaker draw was really good. Blow up the Mox, Wasteland you was really strong turn. Wasteland Carl. I forget the origin of that meme. It was like a thing on the source, right? Malimujo. Alright, I mean, this hand's pretty good against Delver, so. Malimujo, he's one of the best Moto players. Goes to 6, alright. I think I lean on Port here. Force, Pitch Brainstorm, okay. Ponder. So then we'll go, kind of an interesting question, actually. Probably should play out the Badlands, even though it's a little rough if he has like another force. But please no Dreadhorde. It's Grixis Delver. Hopefully it's just the Thoughtseize. Okay. Wow, that was a gross draw. Alright. I'm going to port red here. For multiple reasons. One being, keeps him off Dread Horde. Two being, he has more bolts than pushes, probably. Down to 2 cards. So you might not... Oh, the deck list is not updated, sorry. I gotta do that sometime. Woo! Come on, Lackey. Yeah! Alright, so he didn't have the removal spell for the Lackey, and he knows I have a Matron in hand. Alright, Grixis Delver. I like these, and I like 1 Red Blast. The 1/1 Menace. I don't hate Relic against the Bedlam Reveler builds. Let's see what we want to cut first. So War Chief comes out, Trash Master comes out. Again, all of my testing has shown me that War Chief is very bad against Dread Horde strategies. Yeah, why play Thoughtseize? He didn't quite Vampiric Tutor me though. I don't hate going down to I hate going down to 8 1-drops though. Let's cut Trim Pile Driver. Oh, I gotta cut 1 more card again. Oh, usually the problem is a lot of our 1-drops are really bad on the draw, but we kind of want to keep them for curve purposes. How's our Ringleader look? 28 hits? That's okay. A land? Definitely not. Against Delver? No way. Maybe just trim the last Pile Driver. Except I'm a little soft to Plague. But we've got 4 dedicated answers and a couple more that can do it more situationally. Alright. Oof. This is a weird one. Heave 7. Double Vial's really good. Got a Lackey, so even if the Vial doesn't like stick for long. Got 24 lands in our deck. I think this is a keep. It doesn't lose to Thoughtseize, which is pretty good. It's not an ideal curve by any stretch. Alright, that's good, because now if he's dazing me... Oh, that was great. Alright. Please don't stifle me. Let's leave in the Vial. Vial resolves. Step 1. Wasteland. Alright. Do I play the second Vial and then just hold my Cavern? I have a sneaking suspicion if this is his start, then Plague Engineer's in my future. So I want to hold my mana source. A Braid would make sense, yes. That's probably what's happening. I could not put the Lackey in. if I'm really suspicious of Plague, but that's probably playing too scared. Okay. That for sure. Expert would be really good. A Wasteland would be awesome. Pyrokinesis. I should probably just Bone Crusher the Delver. While I can. If he has another answer to Vial, that's pretty rough. Oh boy. I don't think they have days either. This is Garmag. Big fish. All right. Again, I'm going to hold that land. Let's pass it back. Because you just snap Wasteland me. Let's take our free block here. Sucks. Should probably Kinesis the Angler now. This last card's Force, that's pretty rough, but cool. Yep, it's a Wasteland. Oh. All right. Ooh, Chainwheeler's great. All right, so he's seen 2 Wastelands so far. Let's just run this out so we can cast our spells, hopefully next turn. Any of them. Name Giant. Don't think so. Just gonna flash in the Borrower. Hopefully we draw a land, and then we can Chainwhirler the Borrower. But if not, we can at least do it on the following turn. Hey, Lewis. Hopefully it plays like a Pyromancer or something. Brainstorm. Okay. It's a little scary. Yeah. Oh, I know you're a big fan. Oh, Rackman7, thanks for the follow. Oh, come on, 3rd Wasteland? Ugh. Don't have an answer to Vial 2. Pyromancer, alright. Alright, Expert would be great. Punished. Alright, so I attack him for 2, he attacks me for 5. But I think with Chainwhirler I can win the race. Triple Wasteland's rough. Maybe we should have held back 1 token. untapping. That's pretty good, actually. Let's just attack. I'll play my Prospector. It's probably a daze. Sure. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, wow. Whew. 2-0 against Malimujo. Does not happen often. Yeah, Wrath of God. Free Plague Wind, 3/3 first strike, ping you for 1. Chamberlain's a rude magic card. Yeah, it lands. Yeah, Chamberlain's busted. Card's so good. Yeah, so compare that to the Goblin Sharpshooter. If I had a Sharpshooter there, I would have had to fade any removal spell. I would have lost to a Plague Engineer, a bounce spell, basically anything. Sharpshooter is kind of win more nowadays, yeah. Especially in a list with only 2 Haste Lords. The chances that I'm going to have an untapped Sharpshooter or a hasty Sharpshooter are really slim. And Pashalik fulfills a lot of the same role. Like the combination of Pashalik Chain Whirler kind of covers the same bases. Oh my god, again. I mean, this hand's like pretty reasonable. We got a bunch of... We can get 2 basics and a Badlands. We've got a Wasteland, we've got a Port. It's definitely on the slow side. So there's kind of a question of if I just want to Wasteland him here. Probably should just try to expert the Delver. If he dazes, that's okay. Yeah, it could maybe just port. That's another reasonable option. Flip some bull. Alright. I think now I'm porting. Because if he has another daze, then I still lose the Crater Maker. Yeah, maybe I should just port him last turn. But then the Expert's not killing the Delver because the Delver flips. Alright, Brainstorm. What, does he not have a land? Oh, he does, okay. Lackey. Alright, well, I need to take out this Delver before it murders me, so... course. It's rough. Yeah. I think I have to waste here. Because if I don't... He has a bolt. Kind of thinking like this can take him off angler mana potentially. Ugh. Oh, Arcanist. Alright, we're dead. Our hand really did not play out really well against what he's got going on, so I guess we're just gonna jam X3. We're just kind of dead, but yeah, bolt, yeah. We had 2 answers to Delver in our hand, and both of them got countered. It's a little upsetting, but you know. So, same configuration as last time. So what, we cut the pile drivers, right? And then... I think he's only on 1 plague. If not for Arcanist, I would cut the Chalice. I don't think it's stellar outside of that. I think we just trim a lackey. I'll run the play, right? Duh. Alright. This hand plays Magic. Kind of hoping he was gonna play into the port there. Alright. Hey, Arkin. I think I'm running out the port here because we might want to go port waste. Or martial resolving is nice. This might be Arcanist, which would suck. Yeah. We get our free attack. Yeah, a lot of Delver for me. That's very true. I think we waste red, port black. Yeah, last round was Malimujo as well. Kind of expected a spell there. Interesting. If this is Thoughtseize, that's really brutal. Okay. Preordain, sure. Two on top. So I'm kind of hoping to find a Chalice. A 1-drop Goblin would actually be probably my best draw, because I doubt he would daze a lackey or force a lackey. One top, one bottom. Okay. That's a pretty bad draw. think we wait for another turn. And we port black. Or do we? I think we do. I think we want to stop a discard spell. Man. I do wish one of these jump homes was an expert. A lot of good draws still. Just bolt. Ugh. That's like a 0% chance of resolving. Jump home's looking pretty bad here. Just hold back now. We don't even port. That's like the worst case scenario. Oh man. So if I jump home now, 2 damage, then he just bolts the Crater Maker. I'm just cycling jump home here. Find something. Okay. I'm not sure if that counts as something. Liliana Last Hope's a huge problem. I don't think we can actually beat that card from this board state. Alright, well, Ringleader's a start, I guess. Probably just gets Force of Willed. Don't know if I can do anything about that. Yeah. Alright, well, now I think I'm just gonna scoop. Like, if I kill the Dreadhorde now with the Kinesis, then he just gets it back with Liliana, and then it's just like no way to win from there. Yeah, we needed to see a Cavern at that point. think I'm fine scooping here. We kept fairly weak hands. Oh, god damn it. So our ringleader would have hit Skirk, Crater Maker. Yeah. Maybe I just kept hands that were too slow. Like, I didn't present. I feel like maybe just should have mulliganed more aggressively both those games. I knew what he was on, and I kept like kind of very medium hands. I don't know what happens. Yeah. So I think that there's a lesson there. Don't keep medium hands against Delver. Even if they seem stable. Like, I still had, like, I had a bunch of lands, I just still lost to Daze because he had the turn 1 Delver, and it naturally flipped on a Bolt. And he dazed the Expert and forced the Crater Maker, and then I died to Delver. Like, that's how game 1 worked. And then game 2, or I mean, yeah, game 2, I kept a, this is one of those all 3 drop hands, but we got a Wasteland, we got lands to cast it, so we got a Vial. Game 2, again, kept a 2-drop heavy hand, and wasn't able to assemble what I needed to kill an Arcanist. And not porting really cost me, like, a lot, because then it let him cast the Liliana. So maybe I should have just ported for another turn, and then gone, like, I don't know, Crater Maker, Crater Maker, jump on, crack Crater Maker, 2 on bottom, alright. This is either Miracles, and we're in great shape, or it's Sneak and Show, and I'm terrified. Alright, we'll play out the Badlands. Looks like Show and Tell. What's our best route to victory? Probably War Chief, and then we can go. Hopefully it's just Emrakul. Probably not. Yeah, alright. Cool. Skill game. We beat Malimujo once and lost to him once. Well, I said I would get punished for... is it just straight up mono blue Omni? Because that's like virtually impossible to beat. We needed to draw a Schadenport. I don't know if I'm porting in these needles based on what I saw there. Ook indeed. Don't mind Break Trap. Alright, well, hold on. So we trim the removal, Ringleader. If it's Sneak and Show, I'm really gonna miss Needle. But Island, Island, Flooded Strand, Island, Omni Emrakul makes me think it's the mono blue version. So I guess we'll operate under that assumption. Maybe Wasteland should come out, I'm not sure. This hand is a pretty fast clock, but no answers to Show and Tell or Emrakul. We should probably keep it. I don't know. We'll see. Opponent kept 7, so obviously terrifying. But double Lackey does mean we don't just like fold to a Force of Will. Alright. cast. I mean, that's a clock. Really wish that way summons a port. I think I'm putting in Trash Master. Or am I putting in Pile Driver and casting Lackey? It's not a port, it's a Wasteland. So how much damage we got? We got put in Trash Master, cast Pile Driver, attack for 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If we just put in Pile Driver and cast a Lackey, we attack for 7. But then we get double Lackey triggers. Alternatively, put in Trash Master, then I attack for 7. 7. I think I'm going to put in Trash Master and cast Lackey. Top, one, bottom. Okay. That was exactly what we needed. That's also really good. Are they dead? They might be dead. I don't know. I get how Veil can be obnoxious, but I don't know. I don't think either of them. It all depends on what kind of decks you play. Blue players hate Veil. Death Taxes hates Oko. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can't actually kill them with War Marshal. So I think we just pass. Don't need the extra Lackey. Just want to port them, and then if they do have a show and tell, we have a Crater Maker mana open for Emrakul. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Peak? Alright, this is definitely an Omni build. I mean, yeah, I think Plague's fucking awful. I do appreciate Veil of Summer for pushing out black decks, to be honest. Alright, we got him. Alright, so Mono Blue Omni. Let me just run it back. Oh, kind of want to Trimble Wasteland. I mean, yeah, TNN's obnoxious, but it's kind of nowhere. Like I haven't seen a True Name in a while, outside of like Blue Red Delver. I'm gonna keep 7. Lackey, Pile Driver, got a Crater Maker for an Emrakul, we got a Ringleader, we got a Port. Sounds pretty good. I think we can keep it. Did I see the new relic? Yeah, I did. I initially thought it was terrible, but it might be better than a Tormod's Crypt slot. Yeah, I'd love Red Blast, but okay. Oh, they do have red. Pyroclasm? Sudden Shock, sure. That's interesting. Snap off this Wasteland. There is there's an argument to port here. I mean, a Vial. If they daze, they're going back to 0 lands. And if they, I think I'm fine with them dazing. I think I'd play Vial here because it enables the port so much. Please get Brainstorm locked. Please get Brainstorm locked. Okay. Alright, it's probably shuffling. Yep. Not a good draw. So it would be 1 turn faster if we played the Lackey, but it would be harder to utilize all our stuff. Alright, well, if they hit a land here, then we're in real trouble. If we don't draw a Red Blast. Nah. Guess we can hope that they only have the Emrakul, not the Omniscience. So I guess if we don't port them, I guess they need 1 more land. Okay, then it's elementary, okay. We're going to put in the Ringleader. Should have fetched first, but whatever. Cool. I like the new Lackey art better, to be terribly honest. The Chris Muller is the artist, and he's a really nice guy. I got to talk to him at SGCon 1 year, and I like his style. I think we got to hold up our Cratermaker mana here. It does take a pretty hefty chunk off our clock, though, if we don't play the Lackey here. So next turn, if we Vial on the Pile Driver, we're attacking for, what, 2, 4, so 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we do cast the Lackey, we attack for 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Which does mean Sling Gang is probably lethal. Lackey's an Emrakul sacrifice. Well, we can kill an Omniscience Emrakul if we don't cast the Lackey. I think I'm not casting the Lackey. This also represents Red Blast. Maybe a Cunning Wish here. I do miss old frames. All right, there's Show and Tell. Okay. So, put in Ringleader, right? Here's the Emrakul. And I think I'm supposed to blow up the Emrakul in their draw step. I guess... yeah. Not So Silent Bob and Starman... Star Warman Horde, thanks for the follow. Please no Cunning Wish. God damn it. I wonder if they drew it. Why not begin combat? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Say his Cunning Wish for, like, Trick Bind or something. Yeah, so they had Omni Emrakul Cunning Wish. Oh wow, they got it? They must have another one. Unfortunately... that was a bad ringleader. I would much rather have a pile driver because it'd mean they'd be dead, probably. No, shuffle. Probably just another one. Narset. Okay. Preordain. If you draw a red blast, top one, bottom. Impulse. Yep. Ponder. Ay, ay, ay. No shuffle. Another Cunning Wish. Probably Eladamri's Call from here. Yeah. Show an Ape gets us again. Hate was nowhere to be found. Jeez. Really? Wow, alright. Fuck me, I guess. Two and two, once again. Kept a bad hand against Malimujo, I think. Both games. Game 2 is maybe more defensible, but game 1 probably wasn't. Yeah, 2-0, 2-0 to 2-1. Alright, this hand sucks. Well, it has some things going for it in the form of Waste and Port, but we got ooked hard. This hand kind of sucks too. I think I'm better off going to 5. Alright. Oh, that's okay. Ape Reanimators. Sweet. No, I don't feel bad because it doesn't matter what I kept. Well, we've got ley lines. That's pretty good. Yeah. I think I kept fine hands against Show and Tell. I could have played slightly more aggressively for a turn or something. It's really annoying that we had basically everything covered, but exactly Omni Emrakul Cunning Wish. That's really upsetting. Maybe they're land light and we get to cheese them with a wasteland, maybe? Seems doubtful, though. Even if we do, they're going to have like a million draws to find a land. Because it's not like we have a good start here anyway. Because they've got Chancellor. They discarded a land. They discarded just Chancellor, though. Reanimate. Sure. Yeah, I love these interactive matchups. They're super fun. Okay, that's actually a pretty solid draw. Can't afford to wasteland them here. So, but the Cavern's going to get us through the Chancellor. If we're on the play, maybe. Might be able to race it. It's going to be tough to race it, though. So they're at 13. I guess we draw like, we play War Marshal next turn, and we draw like a War Chief. Maybe slightly bigger Delver, yeah. Yeah, so if we draw a War Chief, we'll be at, so we're taking 5 down to 15, so we have 4 turns. And then we'll be attacking for 4 turn, but then 4 turn will quickly become more than that. So I think we actually win the race if we draw a War Chief. Possibly with a Lackey. They just have more, or are they just flashing back looting? That looks like what they're doing. All right. Yeah, it's turn 2 and they've used 4 minutes. Elish Norn. Okay. Come on, opponent. That's your last card. Exhume. Why wouldn't it be? Wow, they just got another Chancellor. That's funny. Don't think we can raise double Chancellor though, so I'm just gonna conceal what I'm on. Yeah, we weren't gonna get there. War Chief, almost. All right. Mind Break does kind of suck, but it is something, which is better than nothing. It's about as simple as it gets. Expert's just generally better than Jump Home because of Exhume. If you got a big board, you can kill something. Also, flash bodies can matter. Jump Home, I do sometimes leave one in to potentially take out an Iona. That's like another really niche thing. I'm not boarding a Needle because I only have one answer to Grizzlebrand in play in the first place. Like just the 7/7 lifelinker. This is Blackheart Reanimator. I mean, TAS has a lot of moving parts. Reanimator does not. Alright, let's just find our ley lines. They probably won't expect them in the blind. Does Sneak and Show have less moving parts than Reanimator? No. No, because it has like cantrips and stuff. Black Red has looting, but like all your spells are free. Like you kind of just put your hand on the table. Yeah, I hate Leyline a lot, but it's here for this matchup. I haven't seen Reanimator in a while. But since Tess, Echo Belcher, Hogak, like Hogak's so popular and like so good right now that it seems crazy to not play Leylines. It's arguable I should just be playing, I should play another piece of Graveyard Hate, actually. 5 Eldrazi, 5 Gax, that sounds miserable. I'd love to face 5 Eldrazi though, that'd be great. Alright, Leyline. Nope. Nope. This is the fun, engaging gameplay that Leon of the Void creates. So we gotta put 4 back. Might just keep all my lands. Probably not in the blind, right? Let's mulligan to 3. Is Mire better or worse than Cavern? I think worse. Obviously sucks we had to mulligan to 3 to find any of our sideboard cards. Like, we literally didn't see any sideboard cards in, like, none of those hands were even close to cubable. Maybe they'll just concede to Leyline and still not know what I'm on. Unmask me. Try to take my last card. So our best draw is probably like Lackey into Sling Gang. Uh-huh. Do you have Wear Tear? What happens if I get 10 subs? Nothing. I have 10 subs and then I'm happy. That's what happens. Come on, opponent. Thoughtseize me. I mean, the subs do help. They do subsidize streaming and help me work towards getting. I mean, like ideally, streaming would let me set up to get a or save up to get a desktop. That's like the ideal. Yeah, value. Mm-hmm. All right. We've got a plan. Close to desktop gold? Not really. That's still a ways off. know. Yeah. I do actually kind of like the cripple games. They're funny. But this one's not looking the best. What if we just draw like running 2-drops? Like, I really like to take out this pedal. Crater Maker would be good. Lackey would enable my next top decks. Hey, it's now a, like, I don't know. Alright, we'll hold the land in hand. Maybe they'll try to Thoughtseize me again. Because if they don't have an answer to Leyline, then they probably, their win condition is taking my creatures and reanimating them. Yeah, I gotta take out the Bayou, I know. Probably flashback looting, though that costs them their pedal. Opponent, come on. Ugh, this is kind of agonizing. Gross. Oh, right. Can't flashback. That's a true fact. Probably just gonna like hard cast Grizzlebrand. Just like Dark Ray Grizzlebrand me. I guess that's not quite enough. They can hard cast a Grave Titan. I really need to draw some mana denial or a faster clock. Or like a Chalice. Chalice would be pretty solid. Yeah. Agonizing, sure. Fetch into thin. Brilliant draw. Shadow of the Moon, thanks for the follow. Just draw reanimation spells. That's it. No. Maybe they drew a looting. Tom's Olo. Thanks for the follow. And I do nothing a lot. Thanks for the follow. Wow. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm probably getting hit with a hardcast giant thing. Yeah. 6 mana. Dark Ritual. Kind of gross that they just drew this many lands after a wasteland. Like Leyline bricks 90% of their deck, and they're just drawing all their mana. Unmask me. Pitch and Tomb, sure. Now it's Dark Rick Grizzlebrand. Grave Titan. course it fucking is. God. Such horseshit. Incredible. Fucking hate Reanimator. We just drew 2 spells. Vial barely counts. Cool. That's a really lame 2/3. Yeah. So started off really well, then kept bad hands here. Just didn't have the interaction for here, and then they fucking... I had to mulligan to 3. Like, they cast it on turn 6. If I just had any semblance of a clock, but I had to mulligan to 3 to find a ley line, which is, like, kind of horseshit. Yeah, we drew, like, a quadrillion lands. Alright. What else can we do? I wonder if I want... I also didn't draw a relic. Or like something more secure. Chalice. I really hate Leyline, but maybe I want Surgical. Oh, it's been tried. Trust me. Oko has been tried. That's my first 2/3 in a while, which is a bummer. Do I want more graveyard hate, or do I want the 3rd red blast? Or like a thorn? I've seen a lot of lands. Like the deck, not the cards. Thorn would certainly be nice with the 4 waste 4 ports. Hey. Honestly, we just go back to 61 and then play a Thorn. Thorn's pretty nicely universally applicable. I do not mind a Thorn. Yeah, I think I'm going to give this a shot. Steak and Show does seem to be relatively popular, so... I'm really regretting keeping the hand I kept against Malimujo. Like, it seemed like a reasonable hand. No, 2 Mindbreak traps. We've not seen any Mindbreak trap matchups in a while, though. Sweet. Mountain Vial, so we don't get wastelanded. Please resolve. Yeah. Yeah, Chain Row is great. I kind of did a bit of an explanation in the Discord about why 2 Chain Weather. Oh boy. Maze of Ith. What? Is this post? Is this your doing, Solnox? Got the Creator Maker, so... It's gotta be post or Turbo Depths. Yeah. The scrambled orangutan. Be careful, basic art is on point. This is a great basic. It's really good. It is post. Candelabra. Oh boy. Oh boy. Do I let them have the Candelabra for a turn, and then I go Matron and Creator Maker the Candelabra next turn? Because I really want to get this file active. I think I gotta do that. Top 5, put a land on the left. Okay. Bog me. Deal. Yeah, I do need the vial. Seems clunky. So... Again, am I Creator Makering this, or do I go like Matron Warchief? Just trying to kill him. If they go post, activate Candelabra for 2, they can have for 5 mana. Right? Because they'll cost 2 to activate. Or no, they can tap. They can play Cloud Post, tap Cloud Post for 2, untap it, and then have 1, 2, 3, have 7. So probably need to kill a Candelabra. Game 1 raised, game 2 destroyed every time. I might just play Primeval Titan next turn, though. This is like a very difficult decision. Can we kill them next turn if we get Warchief? We go Matron Pile Driver, Sling Gang, attack for what, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Does post run Field of the Dead? Yeah, I think it does. Solnox, you tell me. I think I gotta kill this thing. It's 5 mana. Once upon a time, they have a Maze of Ith in hand. Something to remember. Crop Rot. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So they have a quadrillion mana next turn. Great. Zero wastelands. Pretty rough. I guess our chance is that they don't have a big thing. 9, 10, 11, 12. I guess they could have Emrakul and not be able to cast it. So what are we doing? Matron Trashmaster, kill the Golos. Probably the best. We know one of their hearts is Maze of Ith, so let's kill this before they can Karakas it. No big whammy, please. Oh god. That's not a big whammy. God, it's so much mana. So I guess we Ringleader and then see what we hit. And barring, I don't know, War Chief maybe, we Trashmaster. I mean, oh, Richard Sharp, thanks, appreciate that. I was thinking about playing Damping Sphere the other day. Would have been nice. Okay. Bottom 2 Wastelands. Nice. Alright. Alright, let's attack. Double block, sure. It's got a fair number of dead draws, but they also have a ton of really, really big ones. Okay. Don't hit Ivugan, please. Is that a whiff? Looks like a whiff. Ivugan, not regular Ugin. Regular Ugin. Oh my god, we won. Holy shit. Were they Dobbs? We Ringleader. They probably were, actually. Wow, okay. That was lucky. Well, Chalice actually seems pretty good here. Thorn probably not good enough on the draw. Maybe on the play. Slow down the crop rotations and the candelabras, but that's like pretty mediocre. But I know their curve is like really wonky. Don't think I want to side too much. Jump Palm, Bone Crusher can come out. But they do play Glacial Chasm, I think. So that's a consideration. Probably don't need all 4 Ringleaders. Expert might be worse than Bone Crusher. Expert number 3. If that niche chance of killing them through Chasm. Alright, let's go like this. This hand is slow to clock. Got a port, but port's like honestly not very effective against Candelabra Post. I think this is a mole. Alright, this at least has a Wasteland, and with some War Chiefs to back it up. We'll throw back the mountain. Creator Maker is a great draw. Once upon a time. Once upon a time in response to something is kind of like interrupting somebody. Glimmer Post, sure. Needle. Cruel. They named the Vial again, okay. So we gotta be careful not to walk into crop rotation again, like I did last time. I swear, this happens way more often than it should. They're probably playing Rejuvenator here. Yep. Okay, that's probably not scary enough that I'm willing to take my turn off of... Wait, I think I'd rather play War Chief here. There are probably some things that punish me, but... I could Crater Maker, Wasteland. Sure. Get a forest, sure. Land would be great. Expert. Interesting. Do I just expert a Rejuvenator? They can prime time next turn. But if I wasteland them, they probably have crop rotation. Alternatively, I could just War Chief again. I could pop Crater Maker on Vial, or on the Needle, Vial and War Chief, cast Ringleader. That's like the most aggressive draw. That leads my Wasteland down, but I'm probably not Wastelanding them anyway. And they can double block War Chief, which is annoying. Kind of inclined to just attack, and then if they double block, we expert one of the blockers. And just hold the Crater Maker activation, be aggressive, yeah. Yeah. I think we attack here first. And then I think I do not wasteland them. They have a lot of tap lands in their deck. Nah. Oh, they don't have a thing. Sweet. Okay, so now we pop this. And we go to 4. Pile driver, come on. Another land's fine. Daggers. That was a really rough ringleader. They're at 9. Tin Street wouldn't have been able to do anything. Wow, there's dead. Cool. That was easier than it should have been. I guess Chain Whirler or Bone Crusher probably finishes them off. Alright. I feel like they had pretty poor draw there. Because finding no Cloud Posts in your Cloud Post deck is rough. Dank Confidant. Alright. Mulligan this one. 2 land light. This one's fine. Keep. I think this guy plays D&T. In which case, I'm going to throw back Cavern, I think. If it's a blue deck, I'll feel super stupid, but that's okay. So definitely file into port, and then we'll either keep porting or we'll slam War Chief depending on what we draw. Most likely keep porting, since we don't have anything to do with the War Chief yet, you know. There's an argument to go to lead on port there. Oh, it's a blue deck. Okay. Cavern of Souls. That's right. This War Chief's probably uncounterable anyway through the vial. More fetch lands. Not the best, not the worst. What do they do with that Brainstorm? Or the Ponder. They shuffled off the Ponder. Okay. Okay. Astrolabe. All right. That was a good draw. Definitely not jamming War Chief here. We want to sandbag, and we're going to double port next turn. Because the worst case, you know, if we don't port that turn, then we might just get like force your War Chief, elk your Vial. Because I'm assuming this is Bant Snow, because that's really what it looks like. All right. I think we're just going to play carefully. Pound's got all the islands. Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I want the Cavern back. Wow, they let resolve. Interesting. I think we don't overcommit here. And if they go to kill something, then I'm definitely snapping off Trash Master, kill the Astrolabe. More lands, alright. Sure. Seems not great. I put in the Trash Master because I figured they're gonna have to kill the War Chief, and then I get to take out the Mystic Sanctuary. Sure. Okay. How much damage we got? A lot. Let's go to combat. Let's wait them for 9. We know they have a cantrip on top of their deck. Yep. They're dead to like everything. At this point, they can't even force a will anymore. Jeez. All right. Attacking first to prevent some sort of outlandish, you know, instant speed terminus kind of thing. All right. Well, Thorn's great here. Looks like we're up against just straight up miracles. Bone Crusher's a little less good here. It's fine. It does, like, killing Containment Priest and being a kind of built into for one's okay, but I like my other cards better, I think. I don't think I need anything else, to be honest. Second Channeler's a consideration, but again, Miracles, just don't overboard. It's a good matchup. You just need Ringleader to be good, and then not to fall behind too much. So that's what the Red Blasts are for. The Thorn. Trash Master was pretty good there, actually. I normally side him out. Pashlik's also kind of medium. We can trim a Lackey on the draw. Containment Priest makes Lackey a lot worse, so let's definitely trim a Lackey. Trash Master, I think, is overall going to be not worth it. And Pashlik, I do like as an insulation against Supreme Verdict. And it does generate some value if you get to activate its ability mid-combat and stuff like that. Also pretty good against Ice Fang. So they looked like straight blue-white. We don't know if they have a third color yet. You don't see just straight blue-white Miracles that often anymore. Though, it did just win the challenge, right? So, alright, this is a pretty clear trap hand, I think. This one's infinitely better. I think I'll throw back the Lackey here. Yeah. Skirk's fine draw. So our sequencing here is probably going to be turn 1 Vial, turn 2 Port, turn 3 Vial plus Port. There's a Force, okay. Force pitch Jace. Interesting. I really want to stop a Planeswalker, so I think I'm just porting here, and then I'm going to play Vial next turn. We're going to port them off a Ponder. Nice. And now I think I'll port them off white. Okay, here's an Oko probably, yeah. All right, it's got a little trickier. That's a great draw. Can't kill the Oko yet though. We do Prospector go. And then port this. Oh, I tapped the wrong land. Wow, that was great. What can we do to beta counter spell? We can expert the food. And they might do something. Then we blast. Yeah. So that's what we get to keep porting them to. That was a pretty slick sequence, if I do say so myself. Oko's not a concern here, so I'm going to port Tundra. Right, because if they just Oko, Pile Driver just nukes it. I want to keep them off Supreme Verdict mana. Oh, Ice Fang, Snapcaster. Ah, that sucks. All right. Okay, so we're back at parity. I guess I have a 1/1, so. Living room couch agrees, it was sick. Glad I have the approval of the living room couch. All right, now I want to port green. Oh, they have Ice Fang. I did see Savine's Reclamation, and with Mystic Sanctuary, they might have enough graveyard stuff that I do want a relic. But it's like kind of mopey. No shuffle land, alright. I believe Vile on 3. Pashlik's probably something to think about. Matron. Alright, we'll hold the Cavern. Alright, we'll just pass. We have Chain Whirler and stuff to get rid of the Ice Fang, so the Goblin on board's better. Mentor. It's scary. Alright, still on 2 and 3, I think. Okay. So this is a interesting spot. Am I porting them? So they've used 1 plow. I could attack. And then if they trade with the Ice Fang, then a plow can't save the Mentor because it doesn't have any targets. They'd just be plowing their own Mentor. And so then I can just port blue. I do lose to another Oko. Okay. It's a very conservative line from me. Another Oko. Maybe just Nice Fang. Snap. Shuffle, okay. Channeler would be a nice way to clean up this mess. So now we go up to 4 and 3. Oh, maybe, yeah. I should have poured them off double white. Yeah, I deserve that. Yeah, I deserve that. All right. Turn 10, no matrons or ringleaders. Not gonna get there. So, Seven's Reclamation, Snapcaster, Mystic Sanctuary. Relic's looking okay. And second Chain Whirler is looking pretty good too, actually. Need card draw to keep up with card draw, yeah. I don't know, Relic seems so mopey. But it could be really good in the mid game. In the late game where they're like trying to recycle Mystic Sanctuary and treat the Angels. What do you think, Olaf? Seven's Reclamation, Mystic Sanctuary, Snapcaster. Is that enough to bring in Relic? Because if they ever get to flashback, yeah, lackeys are pretty bad, right? They've got blockers. Yeah, alright. Probably have 2 Contaminant Priests. I mean, alright, well, we just had lackeys or near blanks, but this is a situation where they can get there. We've got all the lands we need. We've got an aggressive curve that can punish them for stumbling. And now we're not going to top deck any lackeys for the rest of the game. How nice is that? Alright. Ooh. That's pretty good. I think we're going just ham here. And hold up Red Blast. Cool. Port was better? I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. This draw's not panning out super well. I will blast Nice Fang. Yep, we do need card draw. Sure. That's pretty good for me, honestly. If I draw a Ringleader, I think they might be dead. Sling Gang we hit for 4, then we have Drain for 5, so they're close to dead. No shuffle. Okay. Gem Palm. Yikes. What are the chances they have a Terminus on top? Pretty high? Nope, all right. I think I continue to port. Applying the lackey, okay. It's down to 5. Okay. They fetch, we red blast their thing. And then Pile Driver War Chief finishes them off. Ooh. Ooh. The 2 lackeys. How much damage does that Pile Driver do? Got in on turn 2. It's turn 7. He attacked for... Let's see. Lackeys dealt like 4 damage. Who needs card draw? Lackeys did like 4 damage each. Maybe 5. They fetched 1, 2 times. Pile Driver dealt like 13 damage. Yeah. Yeah, it really ended up costing them if they plowed the lackey. Though obviously they didn't know that I would just not have goblins for forever. Double red blast showing up was great. Alright, 2-0 again. Ultimar, alright. Yeah, his hand's a nope. Probably not going to 5, but this hand's really rough on the draw. Probably throw back Chain Whirler. It's probably my least castable card. Though it's pretty high tempo, so maybe I throw back Pashalik. Let's try throwing back the Pashalik. Do I feel lucky? Oh god. Chalice! No! Fuck. First hand would have been good. Alright, we drew a land. That's very important. Interesting. I'm getting Urzud in turn 2, or Karnd. What? Land is nice. God, turn 2 Oko on the draw is like kind of impossible for anyone to deal with, huh? Especially when you couldn't cast a 1-drop. Guess I just play my Crater Maker. Yeah, Petal Oko is bizarre. I was expecting Urza. I guess this is just like a modern deck with Ancient Tomb and Lotus Petal. Yeah. God, this sucks. drawn lands, but what are we doing? 7 loyalty so much. I guess Lackey has some degree of merit here. We can Cavern it out and then jump Palm and Elk. I don't have enough lands to do anything better. If I had a 4th land lined up, I could probably go for Trash Master, because this is probably a really good matchup for Trash Master. Could just go for Expert. And then if I draw a red land, I can go like Expert your Oko, hold priority, jump home your food. I think Expert makes sense here. We really basically need to double spell. Okay, they hit the Chalice. That's interesting. This is a Karn. Fuck me. They're at 12. It's not nothing. Might get Spyglass here. Man, imagine if we were on the play. Spyglass, yeah. Alright. That makes sense. But we can Expert the Karn regardless, at least. And then play our Vial. And if we draw a 4th land, we can Expert jump home land. Yes, that's so good. And kill Karn. Yeah, kill both the Elks, kill Karn. Wasteland, sure. That was a great sequence for me. All right. We're looking all right. We can Chain Whirler them. Probably just, maybe they'll swap my ult. Ult the Oko, take my Crater Maker. Taking tapped Crater Maker is not great though. Another Karn. Get Bridge. That's still not good enough. Unless the last card's a 0. Which would be super obnoxious. Come on, no 0. No 0, no land. I already played a land. No 0. Probably just have to make a food with Oko. Because then we can Chain Whirler. Hit. Kill Karn. Then the ult Oko and take the Chain Whirler. But we still have draws from there. Oh, that's pretty smart. So now we can only put Karn to 1. Yeah, Sling Gang would be nuts. Trashmaster would also be nuts. Do I not play the Chain Whirler now? It's kind of a question. I can attack Karn down to 2, so I can't downtick still. Then we go File or Marshal, and then Port Trop. Bauble. What the fuck? I guess Vial, playing out the Vial is kind of pointless, given that there's a Karn in play. But, I mean, we should be able to clear the Karn. Expert would also be a fantastic draw. Still got 2 of them in the deck. Take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can't quite kill the Oko. I might ult, take the Elk Matron. That's so risky if I have a Sting Scourge in my deck, though. And Snaring Bridge plus Planeswalkers is pretty obnoxious, even for me. Spyglass is doing a lot of work. So they got 1 card. Hopefully they can't play it. Hopefully it's like a redundant Oko. Elk the Bauble. Sure. Yeah, I do think Ensnaring Bridge should be eroded to attacking Planeswalkers, like to allow attacking Planeswalkers, because they really, what the hell do they have? Ballista? Sure. Go to 3, 2. So we can attack with. Alright, so attacking doesn't do anything. So we let this die. Let's just draw a Matron. Or Trashmaster. Or Sling Gang when on the spot. Gonna take him off blue. Those ancient tombs are looking pretty untappable. Really? I see. So they have to make a food. Yeah, they just die. Cool. I did not expect to come out of that one. All right. Pithing Needle seems fantastic. I want Red Blast. Yeah, I knew about Twirler too. Yeah, they must have lost track. Thorn seems pretty good against any deck. I guess I might want Chalice just for Chalice on 0. It's pretty bad against Oko though, but Thorn seems pretty reasonable. Bone Crusher is some instant speed damage, but it's like not super great, you know, in of itself. Probably one of our ringleaders. Jump Home was great, just clearing the Elks. Yeah, just Chalice on 0 seems good against any Bobble deck. Don't think I want Red Blast. Look, we beat turn 2 Oko once, we can do it again. I'm still undecided on this Chalice. I think the Thorn's probably good. Ringleader maybe out. Piledriver can't be elked, and he kills Planeswalkers pretty fast. Pashlik, I want the damage. I want like the free damage, free of combat step damage. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's try cutting the Ringleader, and let's go without the Chalice, and then shave. Chainwhirler doesn't seem great. Might be playing Baleful Strix, but obviously it won that game, but that's not. It does attack through Elks, which is somewhat relevant. Let's shave Prospector. Maybe Lackey's worse. Not sure. Don't really know what exactly I'm facing. I mean, this has got to be a keep, right? Against any Stompy Shell. Oh boy. Oh, if they're playing Emery, I definitely want Red Blasts. I didn't think about that. It's making a case for Chalice right here, especially on the play. Got an Emery. Yeah. Lackey. I think I have to waste him here. This milled a bunch of lands. This is cast, so they can't put Seed of the Synod into play. And they didn't hit anything off of it. Oh, they can cycle Petal. It's all kind of bad. And then they don't Metalcraft. I should probably play my Vial. Mentioned him. Karn. Looks like Karn. There's Urza. Alright, so they do. Alright, Red Blast definitely definitely come in for game 3. Arguably pyrokinesis as well. This is pretty dumb. Holy shit. What? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well then. Another Emery. I guess it's just 1 mana mill for. EE. That's pretty good. Oh, they don't have Metalcraft. That's funny. Oh, wait. Oh, they can just tap Urza, right. Right. Why would cards have downsides? Yeah. Well, I don't see how we ever beat this, but sure. Just playing for info at this point. Let's get a Trash Master. And there's a slim chance we win this. If we draw a red source, we can take out, I don't know. I guess probably go Sling Gang into Expert. Take out, we have to kill Urza. Jesus Christ. Opponent's having a field day. Kind of got to do something in like 30 minutes. Hey, Mario. We're getting nut drawn by this Urza deck. It's like turn 1 Emery, turn 2 Urza, turn 2 Urza, turn 3 your stuff. Alright, we drew the red source. They still got this card in their graveyard, so don't know how we beat that. Do we just have to kill Emery here? Nah. Can't afford to. I guess they can just lattice lock me here, probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just dead to lattice. I could deny them the card draw by sacking it. Probably not worth it. Probably gonna have to leave after this match. Yeah, there's lies. All right. Okay. Reb. Chalice for sure. Crocus is like vaguely interesting. Like bouncing their stuff's like kind of bad, but it also unlocks the board a bit. Kinesis is a consideration to kill Urza, probably not in the play. Okay. I think we don't need the Whirler. Seems Oko's not actually their main game plan. Another ringleader. And Pashlik Mons might not be where I want to be. It's kind of slow. Let's try this. Yeah. This hand seems insane. Mulligans. We're gonna have a hard time casting Emery on turn 1 through a Chalice on 0. And then we just immediately have a War Chief, Matron. So unless they got something really good, looks like they don't. It's tempting to put the Trash Master directly into play, but I think War Chief Matron is better. And then go for Pile Driver. Could go for Expert if they can play an Urza. Seems really hard for them to play Urza next turn, though. Let's get Expert. Just make sure that our lackey gets to connect. Yeah, all right. I guess Pile Driver might have just killed them. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not quite. Dead on board, opponent. What do you got? Snaring Bridge won't get there. Oko. They'll have to tap their tomb. They go to 9. They take 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go to 1. Then we Pithing Needle the Oko. This costs 5 to flashback. This Chalice on 0 is probably just destroying them. Yeah. And a Red Blast. All right, sweet. We're 3-0, but I need to go, unfortunately. So we did pretty well today. So we 2-3 the first league, but we beat good player. We beat Lands and Grixis Delver, and then we lost to the same Grixis Delver player because I kept bad hands. We lost to Omni Show because, you know, Omni Show. And then we had the mulligan. It's a 3 against Reanimator. But then we rattled off 3 in a row against Green Post, Miracles and this kind of Oko, Karn, blue Urza deck. Thanks for all the new follows. We're closing in on 800 followers, which is awesome. Just super amazing. Patreon's picking up. I've had some people say they've really appreciated the sideboard guide. I added Strifle Pile, 4 to 5 color loam, and I forget what else. I added one other matchup. Food Chain. So it's constantly being updated. I'm staying on top of it. Let's see who else is streaming. So if you want to support me on Patreon, check out the Patreon. It's in the description of the YouTube video and in the description of the stream. It's playing Pioneer and Legacy. Is there anyone else just playing Legacy? And MTG streams is kind of busted. Let's see. Anyone have a friend they want me to host? We've got 44 people here, which is quite nice. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Cabin's kind. Thanks for the follow. Cap is kind. Who's doing Legacy? It's me. I see a lot of Arena. Pioneer. 10th Street Hooligans. Might go over there. Snot-Nosed Kid, thanks for the follow. Wow, we're tons of follows today. Holy crap, we got like 10. Super awesome. Man, no one's playing Legacy. What is going on? All right, well. Blur, we went 2-3 into 3-0. So 5-3 today. Medium. I'm gonna run an ad so I can make some money from streaming, and then I'll send you over to someone. Thank you all for being here and have a good night. See you next time.